Passport, passport, passport. I am a double passport bro. I get passport to go to United States so I can get more money. I had a house and I had a good diploma in Greece. But I prefer to go to United States because back then in 1978 there was big money with the unions, with the big companies that electrician I am, the PG&E they call it in California, the uh, Caltrans, that's in Caltrans from about 80 people I came number 4. They took the 3. When I went there, they already had papers for me to go to 3 different places. And the Reagan cut it because he promised to have one more that year for gay and lesbians. I have no problem with them, but I already passed. You already sent me papers and you stopped me. You changed the rules on me. Anyway, but I made it. The United States was going like this, the economy, and I start going up. So passport is good. You're gonna get passport for the money you have to go to another place. Is not more cheaper. No, that's not true. To get a place in an area that is gonna be safe is about the same price the houses like out of the European or American big cities, cosmopolitan cities. You go a little bit out about the same price. But at least if you are in your own country, you know the language. So that's what I try to say. Before you use passport, make sure you are not better off to go to a more rural place that they have conservative women and you try to be close to your language inside your country because when you go to those countries like Thailand, Philippines, it's cheaper only the stuff that you are not used to is the food they eat. If you like to eat American, the cheeses you have in America or Europe, you have even more cheeses, more salamis, more. You have a lot of meats over there to get this kind of food is gonna be premium, more sometimes more expensive than you're gonna find it in a good little restaurants around you in Europe or United States. So, and if you are tall enough, you go to Philippines. Don't forget, everybody is a lot shorter. But if you are short, you go to Philippines. It's a very good improvement because it's easy to be a very good difference. The women like to be taller. Uh, but everything else, a passport is gonna help you to get, if you go to those places, let's say if you are, you're making a 60,000 a year, and you can continue making this 60,000 a year in Philippines on those countries like Thailand or Burma, forgot how they call it right now. You can get a lady that is pretty, more traditional, and she actually finished college or university. Philippines, you can get if you have no tattoos, no piercings, if you are a clean American, the way we say the 1950s, American shape and dressing. In the Philippines, you can get a doctor somebody who finished doctor. You don't have to pay for her to go to school. He's already a doctor. If you are 40, 50, and you have this kind of money, you can get. I remember somebody that he married a doctor. The dream is to work. So he says, okay, we can now found a good job here in the Philippines. So he opened a little double floor house he has underneath. He opened one of the rooms. He opened it to be here, how you call it, the doctor's office. And he says, here, to get people, you don't need the money, you have it, get them free. So she was hearing free all the neighborhood for her to get a name. And very soon she had a very good clientele. She started charging to the people who can afford it, free to the people. So she did her dream. She was not out to here or there to make the husband because I saw this guy, I know him from San Francisco. Passport is not a new thing. Passport was working from the 1960s. So there is ways I can teach you how not to get in trouble, but you need to subscribe and wait for my. I nobody can understand what I'm gonna say, think what I'm gonna say before I finish talking. My IQ is more than 69, it's 99. So subscribe and give me a chance. Most of the people after the 3 seconds, they leave. They're waiting to see some doctor. And I'm not a doctor, but I know many things better than them because we're talking about passport, not a disease. Passport is not a disease, but it can kill you if you do it the wrong way, or it can make you very good happiness and healthy. So it is a medicine that it can become a poison. Medicine, better life, worse life. Passport is that strong, but you need how to use it. Subscribe and stay. Okay?